It's actually been playing on my mind that I would actually have an XF. Hey guys, and welcome to Define the Drive. Today's video is a review of the Jaguar XF Portfolio. Now this is a 180 brake horsepower all-wheel drive version with the 16-inch wheels, big bulging tyres for that comfort ride. Now it being obviously all-wheel drive makes it perfect for the coming winter months, but the bonnet itself, the bonnet crease, is a lot lower than on the XE, whether it's just for this Portfolio edition or not is not known. Welcome to the Jaguar XF. So my car has gone into just to be looked at. There's a slight issue with my XE R Sport, that being to do with Bluetooth connectivity. Now, as you know, I listen to music a lot of the time, so they are having a look at that, and with that I have received in exchange a 67 plate Jaguar XF. Now, two notable differences. This is 180 PS, and one thing which I like about it, and it just makes me feel more secure when I'm driving, especially it's getting to winter now, so it's a bit beneficial. That is all-wheel drive. Now it is really good on this car, actually very surprising. It's working quite nice. It's very damp around. We've had a lot of wet weather over the past 3 days, so yeah, having the all-wheel drive is really nice, and really nice to be back into, really. Also, this is their Jaguar's Ingenium diesel engines. Now, these are made in Wolverhampton, in their plant for just 4-cylinder engines, I believe. So yeah, 180 brake horsepower. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but the way that this puts the power down, the responsiveness of the engine makes it quite good. I mean, in turn, quite better than even my 240 brake horsepower Jag, which doesn't really make sense. Now, when I came here last time, it was incredibly flooded, but now it's 20 degrees and there's no flooding. Feel the power. Jeez. Tons of torque from this little engine. So this is the Portfolio edition. So with that you get the aluminium trim across the front of the interior. So that includes the raising vents, or rotating vents I should say. Everything else, gearbox, the infotainment system is exactly the same as the XE. Climbs hills. It's marvellous. Now, this new variant of the XF is closely related to that of the XE. The interior is pretty much identical. The exterior aesthetics are fairly similar. You get pretty much the same kit as the XE. It is the XE's bigger brother. And with that, you actually have more all-wheel drive options, which, if you like to drive off-road, no, not off-road, but basically anywhere where you would need that extra traction, especially in the winter months, I definitely recommend it. The grip is significantly better. The pickup, especially with Jaguar Land Rover's low friction launch. So basically, everyone knows that diesels aren't particularly good off the line. They can be quite sluggish. So yeah, Jaguar basically thought, well, we can do something here. Well, Jaguar Land Rover, I should say. They thought we could do something here. We can make it so it feels a bit like a petrol, and that it does. You get the off-the-line acceleration as the same as a petrol, which is welcomed. It's actually been playing on my mind that I would actually have an XF. The rear lights are different. The boot space is slightly larger and is less awkward. It also means that the perforated seating as well is in a different pattern. More on that later. Now, obviously, with it being a 67 plate vehicle, you have the advantage of having the new center display within the instrument cluster. Now, this is a great improvement over the old one, and I say this because, well, one, it's much higher clarity and detail. The speedometer is where you would expect it, that being the digital one. It isn't in the bottom right of the screen where the steering wheel covers it most of the time. Now, coming from an Audi, I rely on the digital speedometer quite a lot. I prefer them. And having them in a pretty logical place makes sense. Jaguar didn't think of that when they made the XE. Anyway, we'll gloss over that. It's not a problem, but it is a dramatic improvement over the old one. So I'm just having a quick look around the interior, and there's nothing noticeable different, but it is a nice place to be. Having the adjustable climate and seating conditions in terms of thermal and heating and ventilation is quite rewarding. So we're just going to head up back to the, the reservoir viewing point. And I'll show you how it climbs up this hill. So, as you know, there's a sharp hill coming up this way. And we'll just do a bit of a demonstration. I'll put it into dynamic. I'll use the paddles. So yeah, we're in S, we're in 1. S1. So it's diesel, remember. Ooh, that climbs. It's a really torquey engine, this. Well, it's a diesel as well. Wow, it flies. It literally wafts along. The suspension on this is very soft. Even in dynamic mode, I think it has the adaptive dampers, but don't take my word on that. The gearbox mapping, definitely on the XF, is a lot quicker. Definitely when you put your foot down, there's not the sluggishness that you get, especially in my car, which is refreshing actually. It is a bit noisy, it is a diesel, and it's only done 80 miles. 80 miles on the clock, it's a new car. Anglezark beef and lamb. Go there. So guess where I am is Anglezark. Now, I didn't actually know how to pronounce it, but I presume that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure there's much more to say about the XF. I mean, it's a great, slightly bigger brother to the XE. It has the same things as the XE. More all-wheel drive options, which, again, if you like that sort of thing, that's to go for. There's more leg room in the back. There's more comfortable options in terms of you can get smaller wheels that will benefit comfort. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. I'd say though, less sporty in general, unless you get the XFS, which I highly recommend. Brilliant piece of engineering, especially with that 380 brake horsepower supercharged V6 and the sound to die for. So yes, I hope you've liked this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe for plenty more to come.